The underground mining operations in South Africa impose specific requirements regarding auto-coupling buffers or auto-couplers. Unfortunately, this crucial operational aspect has often been overlooked, primarily due to the inability of a single product fulfilling all the specific requirements. Consequently, it is imperative to understand the specific requirements of an auto-coupler for rail-bound equipment in the modern-day mining setup and the underlying necessity for their implementation. Primarily, the driving force behind the need for auto-couplers is, of course, safety. Ensuring a safe work environment entails equipping machinery with safety features that keep all personnel clear of moving equipment or machinery. The specific requirements for auto-couplers are meticulously designed with safety as the foremost consideration. The specified requirements are, firstly, auto-couplers must facilitate auto-coupling, eliminating the need for operator intervention during the coupling procedure and ensuring that no personnel are positioned between rails or even in close proximity when stationary equipment becomes moving equipment or machinery. Additionally, for all rolling stock and especially for decline units, the capability to host or accommodate a solid drawbar is essential. Ideally, a standardized single design for auto-couplers across various applications ranging from large to small hoppers, rolling stock, and for use on level rail and declines is desirable. Furthermore, the auto-coupler must exhibit robustness and reliability, capable of withstanding the forces and conditions prevalent in the underground mining environment. It is essential to minimize post-coupling interaction between operators and auto-couplers, eliminating any external locking mechanisms, keys, or locks that might compromise safety or risk being lost underground. Then, by implementing a logical and familiar system to operators ensures ease of use and enhances overall safety. Moreover, the system should be straightforward to service and maintain, with maintenance procedures easily executable on-site. Demonstratively, these specific requirements encompass a comprehensive set of criteria, vital for safe and efficient mining operations. Considering the adoption of the Octa trigger buffer concept, boasting a track record of over 20,000 units operational underground, adds another dimension to the checklist. Affordability and total cost of ownership, coupled with after-sales service, position the trigger buffer as the safest and cost-effective solution compared to even the less safe fabricated buffer solutions in the market. Octa's journey in developing the trigger buffer commenced in 2010, with a supply and rollout starting a year later in 2011. Soon thereafter, subsequent design modifications and upgrades to improve the overall accessibility, durability, and performance of the trigger buffer occurred, with noteworthy upgrades that included the reinforcement of the buffer cast body by incorporating stiffening ribs, thicker primary contact points, the overall weight increase of the cast body from 36 kg to 54 kg, and transitioning from mild steel to Octa 700 for the internal trigger mechanism. Furthermore, the implementation of the double wiper seal and internal stainless steel springs further enhanced reliability and longevity. With the trigger buffer spec upgraded, we supplied a complete buffer to a shaft for destruction purposes to test it in a real-life arrangement, but with forces exceeding even abuse level. We ultimately required them to test to destruction to improve if and where necessary. We attended to witness the methods and forces applied in the destruction processes. The buffer never failed and couldn't be destroyed, indicating the success of the buffer spec improvement. The standard coupling procedure starts with the operator ensuring all site-specific safety protocols are in place with all rail-bound equipment and machinery stationary, spragged and locked. Ensure both buffers to be coupled are locked in the open position by lifting the handles on both buffers out of its locked position into the 45-degree open position. Lift the handles until the clicking is felt or heard. If opened successfully, the handles will remain in the upright position. Between every pair of buffers to be coupled together, one buffer needs to be coupled with the provided standard coupling. Once coupled, the operator can remove all but the last unit's stationary safeguards and move to a safe position to signal for the train to be coupled. This will cause a multiple coupling effect with all the buffers coupling automatically. Once the train is stationary, with all the cars or hoppers coupled, the operator needs to inspect all the coupling components to ensure a safe coupled arrangement. This is done by visually inspecting each buffer to ensure that the handles have dropped down into the horizontal locked position with the coupling locked inside the buffer. Any handle position other than a horizontal one signifies the possibility of the buffer not having coupled correctly or sufficiently. In these occurrences, the handles needs to be pressed downward to assist the gravity-fed pin to be pressed into the locked position. Any buffer with its handles even slightly raised should be considered to be an uncoupled one and definitely not found within a moving train of cars or hoppers. To uncouple the trigger buffer, lift the handles out of the lock position and while keeping them lifted, pull the coupling rope handle to slide the coupling out of the buffer mouth. The handles will then automatically remain fixed in the open position, ready for the next coupling procedure. We emphasize adherence to all site-specific safety regulations, requirements and protocols above any product-specific operating procedures at all times. The operator's role in ensuring a proper safe coupled arrangement through the subsequent post-coupling visual inspection is of paramount importance to ensure the train and all its components are successfully coupled and all the mining, operational and safety protocols are met and adhered to.